Hello, Grishlock. Hello, welcome in, Lumen. Hello, welcome in. Yes, I've decided I'm going to blame this on you as well as Roto. I hope you don't mind. Oh, I need to have something to drink. Hold on, I'll get switched over in a sec. There we go. Hello, welcome in. All right, let me turn that off. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be reading the Sonic Lore Bible. Now, I don't really know anything about this. I've said this before, I don't like Sonic the Hedgehog. There's one of my featured videos is me talking about why I don't like Sonic the Hedgehog. I have personal trauma with Sonic the Hedgehog and the dentist's office. You know what? I'll just go over it again. So when I was a kid, for some reason, every dentist office I went to, well, I was also going to the same dentist, but anyway, they had like a, what did they have? Like, I think it was like a Wii or something, a Wii or a GameCube. I think it was a GameCube because they didn't, you know, they had old hardware. It was cheaper to buy a GameCube. Anyway, I think it was a GameCube. It could have been a PlayStation as well. Anyway, they had a game console at the dentist I went to. And they had two types of games at that dentist. They had two types of games. They had Mario Sports, Mario Baseball, Mario Soccer, Mario Golf, which are like the worst Mario games, the most boring Mario games in the history of existence, and Sonic the Hedgehog games. Those are the only two games they had. And I hate Mario sports games with a passion. They're so boring. I would like literally rather just sit there and not like do anything than have to play. I would rather stare at the wall for like 2 hours straight than play a Mario sports game. I gotta be real with you. And so the only, like, it's between that and Sonic the Hedgehog. I would rather play Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's kind of like, because that was all I had to do during that like period in which I was getting my teeth drilled into, because I am quite prone to cavities for whatever reason. I now associate Sonic the Hedgehog with my traumatic time in the dentist's office. And so that's why I don't like Sonic the Hedgehog. And also because it's just like everyone I've met who like, I don't know, just like when you think of Sonic the Hedgehog, you think of like really like kind of crazy people. Like, you know, like there's like a joke about how like Sonic the Hedgehog attracts like really weird people. And it's like, I found that to be like sort of somewhat true. Not always true, but like, you know, the people that are really like diehard obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a little bit scary, to be honest with you. Mario Sports was fun on the Wii. Yeah, like on the Wii, I can understand. Like Mario Golf on the Wii, like it's like Wii Sports, right? Wii Sports is fine. But like it's just like playing any sports game with a controller, it sucks. It's not fun, you know? Like that's what the beauty of the Wii is, that you can actually like engage with like the game, like Wii Sports, revolutionary. We would like to play revolutionary. They still have Wiis in old people homes to this day, probably. Diehard fans of Sonic are something else, and I blame it on the fact that Sonic games got terrible after 3D. Yeah, like, oh, speaking of Sonic, have you guys heard about how Chris Chan's medallions are cursed, apparently? Apparently they're cursed, because I've been seeing a bunch of posts saying that like, oh yeah, everyone who bought one of his medallions has had tragedy befall them. And then like I've been seeing people post their pictures like going like, oh, like I need to get rid of this immediately. It's so crazy. I think it's like an actual cursed object now. Like it's insane. It's like a long acting curse. People are like, oh yeah, I bought one like 6 years ago and now I'm like broke. And I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. I mean, I suppose it's not too crazy, but it's like, What does it take to make like a real life cursed object? I wonder. What are the factors that go into that? Does the person have to be like, the medallion is the new One Ring? Oh my god. It literally is. I feel so bad for the people who bought it. That's, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you make your own, is it still cursed? I feel like if you make your own, it doesn't count. It only if it's been touched by the man himself, the lady himself, whatever they are now. It's probably cursed. It promises you the world, and all it asks for is everything you had. Exactly. Hold on. I think I'm sort of feeling a little bit better today. I gargled some salt water before stream, which was very unpleasant, but I think it did help because I was reading up on some like tips on how to like, you know, get rid of like the throat gunk, and it said gargling salt water really helps, and I think it did help. I feel a little bit better. Probably still gonna have to mute to cough and clear my throat, but probably not as much as last time. It's like I am getting better. It's just it's taking a ridiculously long time, like a goofy long time. I would not be surprised if that evil extended to their merch via osmosis. potentially. It's like a like I don't want to call it a demon. Like, is Sonichu a demon now? Is Sonichu one of the like the Sonichu the 73rd demon or whatever? Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh yeah, I got I ordered a sample pack from GamerSupps because I've been meaning to try their products, but you know, it's like $40 for a tub, and it's like, if I don't know if I like it, why would I spend $40 on it? So they sent me 3 flavors. They sent me, I think it's the standard one they send everyone. The Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, Black Cherry, and the Dragon Fruit. And I've heard good things about the Guacamole Gamer Fart, despite the name. And I just decided to do a cursory Google search to see what the flavor is. It's supposed to be like strawberry lime, which sounds good, and I decided to make it. In fact, I'm drinking it right now, and you know what? It's not bad. It's quite good, actually. I never thought I would say the words Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000 is actually a good flavor, but it is quite good. I enjoy it. Although I probably should not have made myself this drink because I had my coffee this morning, which is fine. It's not that strong. But then I was like, oh, I need to get work done, so I need to take my ADHD medication. And then I was like, oh, I got my GamerSupps in. I'm going to try it. And that's like 200 milligrams of caffeine, I think. So I'm kind of like, I'm starting to get cracked out right now. What does it taste like? It's actually very refreshing. It's strawberry lime, I think is what the flavor was described as. Strawberry lime. It's actually very nice. It's very, very sweet. I will say that. It's sweet like a soda. But what I like is that it actually dissolved very well into my water. It doesn't have that powdery or that crusty, like, because you know sometimes when you have a like a powdered drink mix and you mix it in with your water and it doesn't dissolve all the way, and you kind of get this like this texture in your mouth, like you can still feel the powderiness even though it's like mixed in with the water. It doesn't have that at all. It's very nice. So I think I will like probably buy myself a tub of like the decaffeinated one, because like I would like something sweet to drink, you know, that's not soda, but that's also not like a sparkling water, and I think that just might like hit the spot. GamerSupps just seems like a brand I'd be embarrassed to have my Catholic landlord see. Yeah, like they actually didn't, they sent it to me in an envelope. The samples in like a regular white envelope, which was surprising to me. I thought it would be in like a package, but I just like got this like very official looking envelope with the GamerSupps logo on it, and I was like, oh, these are my samples? And I opened it up and I was like, oh, those are my samples. So I will be purveying their wares, because actually what I'm waiting for, I really, because Mari just got her code FENT for 10% off. If you're gonna buy anything, use code FENT for 10% off, because I want to support Mari. And I'm waiting for her to get her waifu cup, because like I don't like if she, well actually I might, like if she does get a waifu cup, I might actually get it, unless it's like super like weird, like, well, I mean it's Mari, it's gonna be weird, but like I don't know. If I do get a cup like that, I would want it to have Mari Mari on it rather than just like a basic cup. But if not, I'll just get like a basic cup and use code FENT. That feels so weird to say. Yeah, I'm gonna use code FENT to get 10% off my subs order. But yeah. So this is going to be probably a shorter stream because, like I said, we're leaving in a few hours to go upstate for Memorial Day. Yeah, it's Memorial Day. Memorial Day, Labor Day. They're basically the same holiday. Labor Day is just reskinned Memorial Day. It really is. Like, American holidays are like, oh, we have President's Day, we have Memorial Day, we have Labor Day, we have Martin Luther King Day, we have St. Patrick's Day, and it's like half of them aren't even really like real holidays in a sense that you get to take work off for them, or like you don't get out of school. Like, so it depends. Some holidays, like, they do have their different purposes, I guess, but most of them I feel like have just kind of gotten co-opted into like how should I say this, like capitalism holidays, like Memorial Day sale, Labor Day sale, it's the Toyota-thon, like that kind of thing, right? Ironically, Labor Day is all about the working class, but most people in that category, yeah, I've had to work on Labor Day before. Like, for like, actually, yeah, because when I worked retail, they're like, yeah, we need you to work on Labor Day. And I was like, oh, okay, do I get paid like extra? And they're like, no. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, there's like, yeah, we're gonna have a big sale, so we need like a lot of people to come in. We're not paying you extra, by the way, because it's not like, they don't consider it to be like a real holiday, but like, yeah, you get what it is. You get what it is. Hold on a sec. I need to wipe my nose. Let's see, what else? Trying to think of anything else interesting to share with you guys. I got this little cork board because I want something to display my pins on, not pins, my keychains on. And I realized that the thumbtacks that I have are too, like, it's a very thin cork board. It's a cheap, like, dollar store cork board. It's very thin. And I realized that the thumbtacks I have go all the way through and would damage the wall. So now I have to find, like, thumbtacks that aren't so long, which, oh, I needed to go to the dollar store again today. I'm not gonna have time. Oh well, I'll do it. I don't need it right away. I'll do it when I get back. It's fine. I also, okay, so Doritos has a new flavor out and I really want to try it. It's like a mango, what is it? It's like mango spicy something. Okay, there's the Dune Doritos. I want to try those. What is it? It's like, I can't find it on their website. Doritos mango, fiery mango. I really want to try it, but every time I've tried to buy it, it's like not available or it's sold out. Wait, it has like not good reviews though, but I still want to try it. Labor Day is the definition of we are a family here. Anyway, yeah, basically, that's basically what it is. Oh, they're selling it on eBay. I'm not buying food off of eBay. That's weird. Because, like, I tried ordering it from, like, the grocery store, and they're like, oh, yeah, we don't have it. And I was like, oh, can you replace it with, like, a different one? And they're like, no, we don't have that either. And I was like, oh, okay. But, like, like, spicy mango doesn't really sound that... I mean, because they do that in, like, South America. They put the tahini on, like, mango and fruit and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that. But I have a feeling that's not what it tastes like at all. Probably not. Which is like, yeah, I don't know, because it's like the area I live is really like, I live in a very healthy area. Like, there's like, you know, there's a Whole Foods, there's like a natural grocery store. It's a very healthy area where I live. So finding these kinds of like weird flavored snacks is very difficult. Like, I'd have better, like, the natural chip section is like more popular than like the Doritos section, you know, like the like it's like at I've literally seen like bigger natural chip sections than like the regular chip sections where I live. And it's like, it's fine, it's good, but also like, I want to try the weird flavor Doritos. I want to try the weird flavor Doritos. Like, I still haven't even tried the Burger King cotton candy float because I haven't actually checked the Burger King. I'll have to do that when I get back. Work families are closer to the mafia definition than how I feel towards my landlords, who are more like the mom and dad I wish I had growing up. Oh, really? Interesting. Alrighty. I think I don't have a whole lot of time today, so I feel like I should probably get started here. And get it loaded up. There we go. Okay. So I don't know if this has a cover on it. I don't know if this had a cover or not. But what I know about this is that supposedly this was written like, I don't know when it was written, but it was written for the American market, I think. It's not canon anymore, I don't think. But it was basically written like to be kind of a guideline for people creating like fictional works. Like cannot like, well, you know, like I guess cartoons and comics and stuff and games. I don't really know. I don't really know. It's not written for customers, it's written for writers. Okay, yeah, it's written for writers who are creating like stuff about Sonic. Apparently it's not canon anymore, but it was at one point. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was never canon. I don't know. But yeah, Sonic is apparently, in this work, he's from Nebraska, which is a very specific place. Sonny Hedgehog, not Sonic. Sonny or Sunny? No, I think it's Sunny, like Sunny Moore or Skrillex. Yeah, Sonny Hedgehog was born on Earth in the early 21st century in the town of Hardley, Nebraska, population 1,226. He and his mother and 5 sisters live underneath a scraggly hedge besides the local burger joint and subsists on burger scraps, milkshakes, and the occasional slug or bug that crawls their way. They're a poor but happy family. So when do we get to the part where he likes chili dogs? Because I thought he liked chili dogs more than burgers. Unfortunately, Sonny's dad died when Sonny was just a few days old after falling into a gurgling, festering vat of toxic waste dumped in a nearby pond. Mama Hedgehog does her best to keep dad's memory alive, however, regaling the kids with stories of his goodness, resourcefulness, and great agility. "He was the fastest hedge runner this town has ever seen," she exclaimed as her family enjoyed tea and mealworms in front of a roaring fire. Alphonsus, hello, welcome in. The European mind cannot comprehend the subtleties of Sonic being from Nebraska. Yeah, whatever a hedge runner is, I don't know what that means. "I hope all of you will take after him," she said wistfully as she cast a loving eye upon Sonny. Sonny looked up at the framed photo of his father, which stood proudly on the mantle. The firelight cast strange yet comforting shadows on the earthen walls and ceiling of the burrow. All at once, the face in the picture seemed to snuffle and wink. Oh, Robot Sheep, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Did you see that, Mom? Dad winked at me. Oh, sorry. Did you see that, Mom? Dad winked at me. He's counting on me to be somebody great. Did you see, Mom? Did you see? Said Sonny, jumping up and down excitedly. Shh, honey. I'm sure that wherever he is in hedge heaven, your father's looking down on all of us and sends his love. She gathered the dinner plates and smiled gently at her son. Neither had terribly good eyesight, she thought to herself. Yet there was something special about her son, something she couldn't quite put her paw on. You came for the important Sonic lore info dump? Okie dokie. There was something special about Sonny. This is scanned like... Okay, I know this is like a weird thing to complain about, but I hate the fact that it's not scanned like... It's like at an angle. And I know that scanning things like perfectly is difficult, but this is just... Anyway. There was something special about Sonny. Many something specials, as a matter of fact. During the first summer of his life, Sonny grew handsome and clever, with thick bushy brows, quills, a headstrong personality, and a rambunctious sense of humor. His favorite trick was to frequent the local bowling alley and curl up into a ball. Return, awaiting the grasp of an unsuspecting bowler. Does Sonic have eyebrows? Oh no, it said bushy brown quills. I read that as brows. Okay, I don't think... No, he doesn't have eyebrows. Well, he sort of does, but not really. Yow! The bowler would shriek. Must be that darn hedgehog again. The bowler would yell and the whole team would crack up at the practical joke. Oh, thank you for the head pat, Hyrule Invader. And sometimes, Sonny would change his tactic. He would curl up ever so tightly and stay perfectly still as the bowler tossed him down the alley. At the last moment, right before he hit the head pin, Sunny would uncurl and scamper away, rooting the bowler's perfect score. Although he loved playing practical jokes on people, Sunny also loved people. While making the rounds for juicy tidbits and gossip, he would drop in on the ladies of the local quilting circle to offer a convenient pin or needle from his ample portable supply. He spent the summer frolicking in the town park with the other children, donating quills so they could scribble designs in the sandbox. In time, he noticed his playmates drew the same pattern over and over while pointing at him. Sunny. In this fashion, over a few weeks, he learned to read and write. That's kind of fast. Okay, I didn't realize Sonic the Hedgehog had like a 200 IQ. He was some hedgehog. But more important than anything else, Sunny ran the hedges. Every night, while everyone else slept, Sunny sprinted from one end of the other of the long hedge outside the burger joint. Sometimes he ran so fast that the world rushed by in a blur. He loved the feeling, pure exhilaration, a feeling like a dream, that he could fly up from the ground and do great things. Oh, so that's how he got fast, by running through the hedges? Hold on. One day, his dream began to come true. After downing a particularly big, greasy late dinner, the coach of Hardley's track team stepped out of the door of the burger joint and started walking towards his car. Oh, the Sinful Rat! Welcome back! I mean, thank you, fake creepypasta fan, and hello, Sinful Rat. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for the 300 bits, or is it? Yeah, 300 bits, fake creepypasta fan. Thank you. Let's see. When he glanced towards the hedge, he could scarcely believe his eyes, and wondered if he hadn't consumed one whopping beef glopper too many. A blue streak darted in and out of the long hedgerow, streaking from one end to the other. The coach drew out his stopwatch and tried to clock the object. Impossible, he muttered to himself. He's too fast to clock. This creature was the fastest runner he had ever seen. And fake creepypasta fan, hello to you too. In no time at all, Sunny was on the team, competing in local and then regional track tournaments. As the summer days lengthened, so did the line of trophies. Sunny brought back home and to line in the borough. The whole town was proud of him. The coach began talking about Sunny as an Olympic hopeful, and then nature and his mother called. Sunny, I know you want to be a great runner, and you will be someday, but first you need to rest a bit. Don't you feel the chill in the air? It's nearly fall soon. Soon it will be time to hibernate, Mom? Gee whiz, I don't have time to hibernate. Can't I keep practicing all winter? He pleaded, but Mom was adamant, concerned that practice all year round during the first year of his life, would permanently stunt Sunny's growth. She insisted. She prepared the burrow for the long winter, lining Sunny's chamber with soft, dry leaves and pine needles. The coach and Olympic stardom would have to wait until spring. Yeah, when does Robotnik come into this? I'm curious. I guess we'll get there. All over town, the mercury shrank lower and lower, hunching down in a thick finger of silver. Farmers put up their corn and oats. Families canned summer produce. And the hedgehog family withdrew from the light of day, safely ensconced? Ensconced? That's an SAT word. In the burrow. Sunny read a comic book and listened to the rattle of brittle hedge branches whipping about by the wind. He felt fat and content from the meal of candied apples the townspeople had generously invited him to take home from their Halloween party. He chuckled as he remembered carrying back an entire bushel on his back, neatly skewered on his quill. Then suddenly, he had an idea. There's really no reason why I have to stay here sleeping all winter. I can just tunnel over a few feet and pop up on the far edge of the hedge. Mom will never miss me, he thought, pleased at this stroke of cleverness. And so he began to tunnel. He tunneled 5, then 10 minutes, all the while thinking of the great track contest he would win in the spring. As he counted his victories, his digging became more and more enthusiastic. And he grew more and more tired. Just this short nap, he thought, and then I'll tunnel upwards. So he curled up for a brief snooze. 1 hour passed, then 1 day. Succumbing to natural instinct, Sunny drifted deep into hibernation, beyond alpha, beyond beta, beyond even delta waves. He felt peaceful and secure. The quiet was wonderful, but like most peaceful times in the 21st century, it didn't last long. Oh, Is this where Robotnik comes in? A trim, kindly mustachioed man? Well, Robotnik isn't kindly. Okay, anyway, I'm reading ahead. Let me get a drink here. Whir, clunk, clunk, whir, zip, whir. The earth above him shook. The ground grew warm and then hot. Sunny awakened, drenched in sweat and shaking, but not from fear. Everything around him was shaking. He looked up at the ceiling of his small cave and saw the earth churning. Zow! Time to clear out of here, he thought, digging furiously to escape whatever it was that was plunging towards him. Quick, 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 he panted. I must survive! And then he felt something. A rusty pipe, just large enough to squeeze through. He scrambled through the pipe, his toes clattering on the metal. After what seemed innumerable twists and turns, he saw the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. Relieved, he ran towards it and tumbled head over heels out of the pipe and into an immense room. Well, well, look who we have here. Irenaceus Europaeus. A trim, kindly, mustachioed man bent over Sunny. Sunny had been called many things in his life, but never something so strange as this. Are you all right? The man asked. Wait a minute. Silly of me. Let me aim the linguist scramblerum at you and see what you've got to say. Sunny was too dazed to protest as the man wheeled over an odd-looking contraption that was somehow shaped like all the letters in the alphabet mashed up together. He pointed it at Sunny. My name's not... Hold on. My name's not Asaeus, it's Sunny, and what's happening out there underground? Sunny heard himself squeak in an accusing tone of voice. He had never spoken human before. Oh, that. So sorry it disturbed you. That's my cow-winder retractable particulate corer. I'm using it to dig for emeralds. Found 6. Looking for the 7th, then my work will be done. The man explained, smiling and speaking very quickly. He seemed to have a lot on his mind and few words to waste. He had already returned to an enormous control panel at the far end of the room, where red and green lights danced and ribbons of paper spewed from a printer. Yeah, it makes me think he's gonna get isekai'd. I'm feeling the same way. Sunny was too amazed to say anything more. It was obvious this man was some sort of genius, or totally wacko, or perhaps both. Sunny trotted across the gleaming floor of the lab, marveling at the dazzling array of contraptions lined up along the walls, atop counters and piled high on shelves. What are you doing with all this stuff? Who are you? Sunny demanded, stamping his foot with impatience. The magnificence of the lab had not put a damper on his boldness. Curiosity. Oh wait, what voice was I doing for this guy? Curiosity. How I love curiosity. You have the markings of a top-notch scientist. If only you can hold on to this admirable quality, the man proclaimed, now giving his full attention to Sunny. Oh, wait, no. My name, see here, he pointed to the tag of his lapel on his starchy white lab coat, is Dr. Ovi Kintober. You can call me Dr. K. And my mission, my little friend, is to save the planet from destruction. And for now, that is all you need to know, unless of course you can help me find the Grey Emerald. Doctor... This isn't Robotnik. No. Is it? Is it? The Grey Emerald. Wait, is he talking? No, he's not. Okay. The Grey Emerald? 6 other emerald. Wait, spell it backwards. Robotnik. Ivo Robotnik, no way! It is snooping as... Hold on. Snooping as usual, I see. That's the best I can do, sorry. Oh my god. The Grey Emerald. 6 other emeralds, saving the planet during the long months of winter with a diligence that nearly matched the intensity of Kintober's experiments. Sunny drew out some of the stories behind these seemingly disparate topics. Disparate? Disparate? I don't know how to say that. Kintober, Sunny learned, was a brilliant neutrobiologist and former team leader of the government's controversial Nuvolution research. The goal of the research was to somehow reverse the effects of accumulated centuries of pollution, and restore Earth to its natural pristine state. The new Evolution team of biologists, physicists, botanists, and astronomers. What's an astronomer doing in there? Okay, well, worked assiduously towards the goal for 15 years. Then, on the verge of a breakthrough concerning the structure and behavior of free radical subatomic particles, funding for the work was cut. Many such cases. With their projects doomed to oblivion, scientists scattered. Many team members took lucrative positions in the private industry. Others went mad with frustration. But Kintober abhorred such resignation to one's fate. Instead of bailing out, he sabotaged the government security system and moved the lab, lock, stock, and barrel, to a former radioactive dumping site in northern Nebraska, several miles away from Hardley. He figured he had selected the perfect site. What better place to test his solution than underneath the nation's most notorious, top-secret wasteland? Oh, Genzo I, hello, welcome in. All things natural, all creatures left untouched and uncontrolled by humans. This summed up Kintober's concept of the beautiful and the sublime. And as an extension of this passionate philosophy, besides working to save the planet, Kintober had another goal: to rescue any poisoned or struggling animal he managed to find in the course of his excavation. Dozens of bunnies, squirrels, ducks, and even baby piglets were among the regular group of guests residing in the lab. Well, they're making him sound like a good guy. What the heck? He sounds based as hell. All were welcome to spend time gaining strength residing and eating Kintober's excellent cooking. When fully recovered, they were encouraged to return to the wild. During this particularly severe winter, the animals were only too happy to remain in the lab until spring. A fact that was very good news for Sunny. Day after day, he delighted in making friends and playing games with the other animals, even teaching several to read and write. When Kintober noticed Sunny's academic skills, a light flashed on above his head. "Sunny," he said, "vacation's over. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Henceforth and forthwith, I'm making you my assistant. That is, if you accept, of course," he added. Sunny was thrilled at the prospect, because although Sunny has never known his father, Kintober reminded him of the kind face in the photograph. So this is basically just a fan fiction. That's like, I am not like, if I were writing a story, like if I were making like a Sonic the Hedgehog TV show, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Cause like, I don't know, for me, I'm thinking about the video game, right? Like, oh, Sonic, he runs around and he, you know, has to save the Chaos Emeralds, and he eats the hot dog, and he has his friends Tails, Amy, and the alligator dude and Big the cat, and I'm like, what does this have to do with that? What does this have to do with that? This continuity sounds a lot like the Archie comic canon. Maybe the Archie comic canon was based off of this. Maybe. Oh. The days flew by, with Sunny by Dr. K's side. Almost constantly, Sunny learned computer science, from building small portable computers to programming the mainframe. He learned about physics, the old laws, as well as a few new theories set forth by Dr. K. His curiosity was boundless and led him into every part of Kintober's lab as he documented the results of each experiment. As the lab was vast, Sunny soon took to running at top speed to performing all his duties. How odd, he thought, to find himself gradually replacing dreams of Olympic glory with a dedication to science and helping the other animals. Eggman isn't supposed to be a good guy. He's supposed to be evil. Yeah, like, this is like really weird plot progression. I agree with you. This is like how did he get, like, he dug a tunnel, right? But how far did he dig the tunnel? Why doesn't he want to go back to see his mom? Why isn't, like, doesn't he want to go see his mom? Well, it's still winter, right? It said it was still winter, so Sonic is in the lab. Oh, but his mom is asleep, so that's probably why he can't see his mom, because it's still winter. Okay. Okay, no spoilers? Okay, no spoilers, okay. Still, he knew he'd never be a nerd like Dr. K, so partly for relaxation and partly for Dr. K's amusement, he logged in several hours a day on the supersonic treadmill that Kintober had built for him. Slowly, Sunny built his speed, 200, 400, then 761 miles per hour, the speed of sound. Then impossibly, he crossed all known limits of acceleration and began running at the speed of light. Can Sonic do that? I don't know enough about Sonic to say whether he can do that or not. Alarmed, Kintober tried to slow the treadmill, although he managed to gain control of the machine and bring their friend's velocity down slowly. A change had come over Sunny. Instead of his unexceptional grayish-brown color, most of his body had turned cobalt blue, and his quills stood straight back in a stiff mohawk. He's supposed to be able to run at the speed of sound, hence... Oh, okay. Wait, is the speed of sound different than the speed of light? I assume they are. What is faster? I assume the speed of light is faster than the speed of sound. My word, explained Kintober, who struggled to comprehend what had just happened. I think you've gone blue from the advanced non-concussive cobalt effect, he said, helping Sunny from the treadmill. 186,000 miles per second. You're so fast we should call you Sonic. Supersonic even. How do you like that? He cried, dancing around the lab like a demented pixie. That's a very specific image. Dancing around the lab like a demented pixie. I cannot picture Dr. Eggman doing that. I really can't. Speed of sound is about 5 times slower than the speed of light. Oh, that's why people see lightning before the thunder comes. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, I like that, answered Sunny. From now on, my name is Sonic. Now watch how fast I can help you get your work done. We're almost to the end and he still hasn't turned evil. I'm a little concerned. Sunny did speed up the pace and success of Kintober's experiments, but with all his mental and physical agility, he was unable to find the gray emerald, let alone why Kintober was so frantic over it. How many Chaos Emeralds are there? Well, hold on. What's the point of finding another emerald when we've already got 6 perfectly good ones, he wondered to himself. That very same day, he stumbled upon the answer. Running through a part of the lab that was still a bit unfamiliar, he tripped over a thick mass of wires. That's strange, he thought. Dr. K is always so tidy with his equipment. He has, cable management, okay. He followed the cords and cables to a small room he hadn't ever been in before. There, in the center of the room, stood a large machine comprised nearly totally of slender gold rings. The gold surfaces looked as though they'd been crafted and polished with great care. They explained why his name is Sonic. Okay, there's 7 emeralds, that's what I thought. Ah, I see you found the reverse quantum bioformulator. Excellent, said Dr. K, who had hurried over to Sonic's side. Why didn't you tell me about this thing? And what do you use it for? Asked Sonic. He felt a bit hurt that Dr. K had kept the machine a secret from him, and was fairly bristled with impatience. Did you ever ask about it? Dr. K countered. No, but now you are, so now you'll have your answer. But it's a long story, so let's have a bit of lunch, he suggested, pulling a few hard-boiled eggs and muffins from a lunch bag he had stuffed into his pocket. He put the eggs in his pocket? He put the lunch bag and how do you put a lunch bag in your pocket? I mean, I know he's a big guy, but like, is he wearing cargo pants? That's the only logical explanation I can think of for being able to fit a lunch bag in your pocket. Also, hard-boiled eggs and muffins, that's kind of a weird lunch, but okay. There were only 6 emerald. The 7th was introduced in Sonic 2. Oh, God of the Fire! Hello, welcome in. Alright. Lunch bag in pocket, that's a little weird to me. They pulled up chairs around the reverse quantum bioformulator. This is just like... this is just nonsense words. This is just like, let's get science words and let's make them sound like weird. It very, very classic thing to do, like the Scoopy Pooper 9000 or whatever. And began to eat. As usual, Sonic gulped down his meal in a flash. He was an old pro at fast food. Kintober set a half-eaten egg on the counter near the machine and pulled a heavy iron key from his lab coat pocket. He walked over to a tall, lead-encased cabinet in the corner of the room, unlocked its door, and drew out a black velvet bag. "These are the emeralds I told you about, Sonic," he said carefully, placing each on the black velvet. They were truly incredible. Deep, brilliant colors with perfect Tiffany-cut shapes. Each must have weighed nearly a pound. "They're perfect." Hold on. "They're perfect. Cut them myself," Kintober boasted. "They contain a microlytic copy of all the inert energy of every gross and disgusting impulse or deed done by humans since the beginning of time," he continued. Sonic gulped. "You mean they're evil?" "Yes, evil and highly unstable. Pure chaotic energy," Kintober sighed. "I transmorph the chaos of the world into the emeralds using RQBF." Okay, you're not going to explain what RQBF is? Okay, that's fine. "Now, the only remaining thing to do is to stabilize them with the gray emerald. Until we find the gray emerald, we're treading on very thin ice. If the emeralds are disturbed, in theory, they will double the amount of evil in the world. Stabilized, they will rid the world of evil and pollution. That done, I plan to launch them into space where they can harm no one," he said. Yeah, Kintober, that's pretty funny. Hold on. Sonic's eyes grew wide. So this is why Kintober was always in a rush. He was holding the fate of the world in his hands, reflected in the sparkling surfaces of the 6 emeralds. Dr. K noticed the expression on Sonic's face. RQBF, Reverse Quantum Bioformulator. Oh. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I don't know why I didn't get that, but yeah. That makes sense. Thank you, Lumen. "Don't worry," he said. "There aren't many forces that will push these beauties over the edge. The only problem I know of, I guard against by keeping them in this lead cabinet. That problem is, of course..." He didn't have to finish his sentence. "Radiation!" screamed Sonic, staring up at the computer screen on a wall. The next few moments brought unspeakable panic and confusion. The monitor glowed red with a display of impending wave of radiation that had somehow penetrated the Earth's surface and was heading straight for the lab. Kintober scrambled to stuff the emeralds back in the bag. Sonic raced to the lead cabinet and flung open its doors, but in doing so, jostled the RQBF. Kintober lunged for the cabinet, lost his balance, and spilled the emeralds onto the floor. The RQBF turned on and cast a weird, sickly beam of light, first on Dr. K, then on the emeralds, then on the half-eaten egg on the countertop. Uh-oh. Sonic took shelter in the cabinet and reached for Kintober's arm to drag him inside. Then everything stopped. There was no explosion, no shattered bits of glass or twisted metal, just silence. Sonic awakened in the pitch black of the lead cabinet. Dr. Kintober was not inside with him. Okay, so Kintober is like not... Well, if he can fit into the lead cabinet, he's probably not a big guy, right? Okay. Sonic struggled to open the door and peeped out cautiously, in perhaps the only cautious act of his life. There lay Kintober, sprawled across the floor of the lab. But now he looked different. Hideous. Quite round, with no muscle tone. Oh, he's round now, okay. His lab coat now stretched tight across his enormous girth. His arms were spread wide, distanced by the buckets of flesh encumbering his frame. But the most alarming transformation was not in his physical person. It was in a small, significant detail that Sonic had by now mostly taken for granted. The name on Kintober's lapel pin was different. Sonic stared at it in shock. Dr. Ivo Robotnik was his dear friend's new name. Then Sonic understood everything. Did he? Because I don't understand anything. This is notionally a guide, but it's written like a narrative. It is. It's not even a guide. It's just a narrative. Like, a guide would probably have more bullet points and say, like, because, like, I remember there was, like, a similar thing that Mario did, like Nintendo did for Mario, where they're like, this is not what Mario does. This is what Mario does. This is what Mario looks like. Mario does not look like this. And I feel like that is probably a bit more helpful than this. Because if I was hired by Sega to, let's say, write a Sonic the Hedgehog comic, and they're like, okay, by the way, you need to read this before you write it and make sure you don't, like, contradict any of this established canon. And you asked me to read this, and I don't know what what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. Eggman is somewhat close to Sonic size. Are they doing a villain is possessed but with science? Oh, maybe. It's written in the most stilted way fiction can be. You're so irritated. It's weird for sure. So what does he understand? Because I don't understand what just happened. I don't understand anything that happened within the past, like, 3 pages. Moments passed. It's difficult to say how long Sonic stood staring down at his friend. He realized he had to try to rescue his animal buddies and leave the lab in a hurry. If what he thought had happened had really happened, Kintober had absorbed the evil of the Chaos Emeralds, as well as the disgusting shape of the hard-boiled egg. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, that makes sense. He would awaken as the vilest, most evil personality on the face of the earth, set to strike out at anything in path. Okay, so that's how he turned evil. He absorbed the evil of the Chaos Emeralds. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Arclados, hello, welcome in. Did they write a fanfic and told the writers it was a guideline? Yes, that's what this is, I think. Kintober, or shall we say, Robotnik, stirred. What are you gawking at, you ugly thing? Stand still so I can rip your quills out and turn you into an armadillo bot, Robotnik growled. Sonic jumped back and rushed out of the room to the main lab, scampering at the speed of light. He had just enough time to grab a PC and race towards his friend's quarters. But, by remote control, Robotnik had already sealed the door to the animal habitat. Sonic bolted out the back door to the lab, and then remembered the RQBF. He ran back to grab as many golden rings as he could. Then Sonic scampered away at the speed of light. Oh, at the speed of light. He can go at the speed of light. Robotnik curses echoing behind him. Kintober died for our chaos? Wait, he actually did. He absorbed the evil of the world. He's like Jesus, but evil. He's the Antichrist. Wait, by this logic, that means Robotnik is the Antichrist. Oh my god, he absorbed... Wait, no, he's like the opposite of Jesus. He absorbed the evil of the earth. He absorbed our sins, but instead of, like, dying, he lived and was evil. So does this imply that if Jesus, like... Well, if Jesus didn't die, if he wasn't nailed to the cross, does that mean he would have been evil? Well, I don't know where I'm getting this from. I think I've got 2 different things on my mind right now. But, like... What? Okay, so this is... Okay, that's it. This is the end. This is the end. So... this is not a guide. This is a fan fiction. I feel like I should do, like, a little bit more research. Kintober is Jesus if Jesus turns into Satan? Maybe. Let me do some research on, like, what exactly this is. Hold on, I'm gonna hide this for a second. Sonic Wiki Zone. Okay, here's some information on it. Oh my god. Oh my god, please, pop-ups go away. Okay, here we go. So, the Sonic Bible was an internal document created by Sega of America in 1991. Okay. Sega of Japan didn't care for this. They don't even call him Robotnik, he's just Dr. Eggman. Yeah, I never understood why they changed it to, like, Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman. I don't get it. Yeah, that's the end. That's not even a conclusion. That it didn't even like that. This isn't even a conclusion. This is like the end of a chapter. It's kind of like he got to this point and he's like, well, you know, I'm not really being paid enough to write anything else, so I think I'm just gonna submit this as it is. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, or maybe he's just like, yeah, I don't know like how to continue this, so I'm just gonna like leave it here. Or perhaps this is probably giving it too much credit. They're leaving it up to interpretation. Like this is just, I don't even know how to describe what this is. Like, it's an official fanfiction. That's literally what it is. It's less Sonic's origin and more of Robotnik's origin. Yeah, because like, okay, let's go back to here. During the production of the original Sonic the Hedgehog game. Oh, at the time of writing, Sega of America had little to no exposure to any of the original Japanese fiction relating to Sonic. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. In the Bible was an attempt to establish the definitive Sonic backstory in non-Japanese regions. Oh my god. Because calling your main villain an egghead is not a good way to create tension, and he made robots so Robotnik. I mean, I like Robotnik because, like, you know, in the cartoon he's like, Dr. Ivo Robotnik. You know, he says it really like that, where if he said Eggman, it would... I mean, it does sound a little bit silly. Robotnik does sound a little bit more dramatic, I suppose. He doesn't create eggs, but he does look like one. It was never published and continuously revised during development, so many different versions exist. So wait, this might not even be like... This is the one that Roto sent me, by the way. Roto, hello. Yeah, we actually just finished reading it. I'm so sorry you got here a little bit late, but I just finished reading it. Apparently there's different versions of this. I didn't realize that. Is the one you sent me like the definitive version, or is it like what's the deal with the one you sent me? Our lore Bible is 10 different versions. Let's see. Nevertheless, there are several common elements that appear in every version. See early Sonic canon. In particular, according to the Bible, I love this. I love the way this is worded. According to the Bible, Dr. Robotnik. Just this sentence. Oh my god. So this is the most well-known version. Okay. You should write a New Testament Sonic Bible? Oh my god. This was they trying to figure out what was happening. Yeah, it seems like... Well, this is... According to the Bible, Dr. Robotnik... I'm just gonna say this a few times because it just feels weird to say. According to the Bible, Dr. Robotnik... Yeah, only Christian can write the New Testament. This is factually true. This is factually true. And it will be cursed, so that anyone who reads it will die within 7 days. Or they'll get terrible diarrhea, and then they'll die in 7 to 8 business days. That's the true ending of the Sonic Bible. According to the Bible, Dr. Robotnik was once a kind human scientist named Dr. Ovi Kintober before being turned evil by a lab accident. The origin story from the Bible. They should specify the Sonic Bible because this is making me thinking of the Bible. The Bible was used in the writing of the Sonic the Hedgehog promotional comic and the guidebook Stay Sonic, which in turn influenced the backstory used in the UK's Sonic the Comic series. Later drafts of the Bible also proved the first reference to Mobius as Sonic's home planet. Let's see. What did you guys think that Sonichu was? Oh, you're saying that the Sonichu comics are the New Testament to the Sonic Bible? That... Interesting. I like that interpretation. Oh, the public release of the Bible. Okay. Mobius, Nebraska, same difference. In January and February 2009, Dean Satan, posting under the name Dean Satan... Satan?! Oh my god, it literally is the Bible. A former Sega of America employee who invented the name Ivo Robotnik and the names of various badniks in Western localization, and who was credited second to last as one of Sonic's human friends in a promotional comic. That's a lot, okay. They really have to specify that he's an important guy. Join the Sonic Retro Forum. During discussion of Sitton's involvement with the property, he mentioned that he possessed various copies of a Sonic Bible from 1991, and a fan asked him to scan it. He subsequently put copies of the Bible on sale for eBay. Oh, okay, so you can actually buy the original. It was purchased by an Australian Sonic Retro Forum member named Nemesis, who scanned and uploaded them to the Sonic Retro Forums. I like this. I like this. He sold them. Yeah, get that bag, dude. Get that bag. What favorite country flag? What? And so Jacob asked Kintober if the prophet was to be. Released versions. Oh, okay. Dean Sitton released 3 versions of the Sonic Bible referred to as early version, draft 1, and draft 2. Okay. So this version, the early version, only includes one section, Sonic's origin story. Okay. The UK comics are free? Okay, good to know. So there's no explosion. Okay, so it does end here. There's no actual real ending to this. Although the Bible states the treadmill explosion turned Sonny from his usual grayish-brown color to blue, he is earlier described as the blue streak when running hedgerows. Oh, continuity error. Drafts 1 and Drafts 2 were both produced in 1991. The Bible claimed that Sonic's animal friends have large families. This is intended to explain the appearance of multiple identical animals in the original Sonic game. I don't remember this. Those guys look weird as fuck. Some canons say his hair is dyed. That's so weird. The document includes facts on Sonic's origin, likes, and dislikes. I didn't read. Wait, did it? It said he likes fast food. Yeah, the mother is still sleeping. It doesn't even like, I guess he abandoned his family? I guess he abandoned his family, I guess, since she never comes up ever again. Let's see. NeoGAF forums. Okay. So let me see. Oh, posture check. Thank you. Let me see if there's anything else interesting I could find. Oh, there's a Brian David Gilbert video on it? Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, he did a video on it? Well, I probably didn't watch it because it was related to Sonic. When did this come out? Oh, this was in 2019 when he was still making videos at Polygon. Okay. I'll have to watch this later because I swear to God, there was like a Mario Bible. Mario, also it's canon. Something like that anyway. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I did not want Mario reading the Bible. Why is this... Is this official? Okay, this is from a Reddit thread, which is like... Wait, there's no picture. Okay, so hold on. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at right now. Is this official art? There's no way this is official art, right? This has got to be fake. This is too not Nintendo, right? There's no way that's real. I genuinely thought this entire stream was in context of that BGG video. No, because I didn't know anything about the Sonic Bible until one of my mods, Roto, like mentioned it to me. Sonic did a crossover with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That doesn't surprise me because they're both Archie comics, right? Modern day Sonic is awful with machines. Tails does the tech work. Yeah, he does. So I don't know where that comes from. We don't even fully understand modern Sonic lore. That's a fustercluck. Yeah, it seems like there's like I don't know, man. Why oh wait. This is official. Wait. This is official. What is this from? Is this from some kind of like Mario like educational game or whatever? Because I swear to God, there was like a guide. I may be crazy and I'm like misremembering this. But there's like a guide that Nintendo made where they say like, oh, Mario looks like this. He doesn't look like this. He does this. He doesn't do this. Am I crazy or is that not a real thing? I think I might be crazy. But You know, I was thinking about it, and maybe I would like, maybe I would hate play a Sonic game. Maybe I would hate play a Sonic game. I don't know how far I would get into it, because like, I do have a very vivid memory of like trying to play Sonic 06 and not liking it at all, because that was one of the games they had at my dentist's office when I was a kid, was Sonic 06, and I only realized that until like years later when I was like, oh, that's the Sonic game I played at the dentist. It was not very fun to play. Also, I wasn't good at it, because like, I am not good at like, it's like, oh, you go fast and you have to avoid obstacles, and like my reaction speed is not that good. Yeah, so not only was I playing like, not only was I at the dentist, I was also playing Sonic 06 at the dentist. Arguably, debatably the worst Sonic game. It's not fun for Sonic pros. Because like, if I were to play a Sonic game, should I play one of the 2D games or one of the 3D games? If Sonic 06 is your first one, I can understand the dislike. It may actually have been my first one, because I do vividly remember it being a 3D Sonic game. Let me check. ...2D Genesis games? Okay. List of Sonic the Hedgehog games. Oh, 3D Sonic game ranked according to Metacritic. Okay, this is probably what I'm looking for. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, this is Sonic 06. This one I remember. Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't think I ever played this. Sonic and the Black Knight. I don't know. I never saw this one. It was... Because what was the first 3D Sonic game? Was it Sonic 06? 2008. Sonic Unleashed. No, maybe? It was for the Wii. Maybe this was one of the ones I played. I'm not sure. 3D Blast. Oh, was this the first 3D? Sonic Mania is probably the best Sonic game, but it's not the first one you should play. Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles are good starting points. The first 3D game was Adventure in 1999. Okay, so it has been 3D for a while. Sonic and the Secret Rings. A Wii exclusive. I might have played this one at the dentist. I might have played this one if it was on the Wii. Sonic Heroes. No, I don't think I played that one. Sonic Frontiers, that came out really recently. Sonic Generations, I don't think I played that one. Sonic Colors 2010. Maybe? I don't remember. I just vividly remember it being Sonic 06, because Sonic 06 has a very it has a very distinct look to it that I feel like is different than the other 3D games, at least from what I've observed. It is a very, it's kind of jank in a little... It's jank. It's jank. You've seen the videos of it. It's definitely jank. Why is Colors higher than Generations? This is a bad list. Oh, I forgot. This is a list. They're ranking them. They're ranking them. Sonic Adventure. Okay. This was 1999. Then what is their... Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, this is the one that takes... They're in San Francisco and they're like running up and down the streets. Okay, I think I've seen like videos of this one where he's like getting chased by a truck. Sonic 1, 2, and 3 are the ones you should play, and Sonic and Knuckles in 3D games are may even call playable. Okay, interesting. We have some different opinions here. Dreamcast games that deserve to be remade. If Space Channel 5 isn't on this... Well, actually, Space Channel 5 should be on this list. I'm gonna like... Virtua Tennis 2. Okay. Jet Grind Radio. Well, didn't Jet Set Radio... Isn't Jet Set Radio kind of getting a remake? Wait, is Jet Grind Radio and Jet Set Radio two different things? Are they two different things? Maybe? I don't know. Because I know Jet Set Radio is on the PC? Or is that... No, it's the one that just came out, right? The 3D games are very hit and miss. They push the limits of a controller. Oh, so they're hard to control? Interesting. Jet Set and Jet Grind are the same. Oh, okay. Huh. Is it just like a different name? Oh, it's the Japanese name. Okay, that's what I thought. Like Biohazard Resident Evil. It's one of those things. Okay. Seaman. A Seaman remake. Can you imagine a Seaman remake? I don't think that would I don't know. I would, that's too unsettling. That's too weird. The company working on it? No, because it's not like, it's like a spiritual remake. It's like a spiritual remake, I think. Like, it has some of the people, at least what I heard is that some of the people who made it are working on it, but I could also have heard wrong. I could have also have heard wrong. Jet Grind was the name for the game in the US for a year, and then they changed it for unknown reasons. That's very mysterious. Interesting. Okay, Power Stone. I don't know what that is. Choo Choo Rocket. I have heard of this one. I don't know what it is, though. Sonic Adventure. Really? This game never got remade? That's surprising. Crazy Taxi. I thought there was a Crazy Taxi remake. Or was there an HD port of Crazy Taxi? I could have sworn there was like, or it's on the PC or something. I don't know. Soul Calibur. There's like, I don't know, there's like Soul Calibur games. Sonic Adventure has a port, so I guess they figure they don't need to remake it. Oh, maybe. Maybe it's one of those things. Skies of Arcadia. I don't know anything about this. Shenmue. Why is Space Channel 5 not on this list? Fuck you. Fuck you, Game Rants. Everyone forgets about Space Channel 5. But Space Channel 5 is genuinely like, it's a good game. It's a really good rhythm game. It's genuinely so fun. I love Space Channel 5. Even though I didn't beat it on stream, I still love it. Let's see, because Shenmue... Oh, Shenmue did get the PC port. Left, right, choo choo choo. Exactly, exactly. 10 valuable lessons Shenmue can still teach to open world games. Any interesting articles we can look at? Fortnite leaks crossover with viral 2023 horror game. No. Leaker teases new 3D Super Mario game. It's about time for a Mario game. Starfield player finds ugliest creature in the game. I'm curious, what is the ugliest creature in the game? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty... Oh my god, what is that? What is that? You sound like Ash? Yeah, my voice has still kind of been weird since I got sick. It's definitely a little bit more like scratchier than usual because I still have like... I don't know. I guess maybe one day it'll be back to normal, but yeah, my voice is still kind of scratchy, I think. It definitely changed a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, that's... I don't want to look at it. Oh my god. Wait, this is Starfield? This looks like something out of a horror game, dude. This looks like something out of like Dead Space. What the heck? It's not really scary. That skull was Max Rebo from Star Wars. It does look like Max Rebo, doesn't it? It's got like the trunk and it's got like the eyes and it's blue. It does look like Max Rebo. Okay, these guys, they look like Pokemon. Well, no, they kind of look like more fucked up Pokemon. That's just the dinosaur. These, you know what these look like? These look like they're randomly generated. Like they look weird enough that they could be machine generated. Like they created an algorithm to make weird fucked up aliens. I mean, if they actually are created by a real person, then I feel bad saying that. But like, they're so weird that it's like they look like they could have been created by like an AI, like you know how they randomly generate like, oh, this map is randomly generated or procedurally generated. Like, do you think they procedurally generated like the way these creatures look? Oh, I didn't realize Starfield had such ugly aliens. Starfield is TLDR the No Man's Sky if No Man's Sky did not update the game after. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. I was thinking about like trying No Man's Sky since it's supposedly good now, but I feel like that might be kind of like a big like starting point. Oh wait, the Stream Dreamcast collection. Thank you, Roto. Thank you. I'll take a look at this later. Oh, it does have Space Channel 5 Part 2. I actually do have Space Channel 5 Part 2 already. I actually own it for the PS2. I think I do. Do I? I could have sworn I owned Part 2 for the PS2. No, because like they hold on. Let me check. Let me check. I'll be right. Yeah, I have Space Channel 5 Part 2. I have Space Channel 5 Special Edition for the PS2, which includes Part 2. But I have to say, I've never actually played Part 2 before. I never actually played Part 2 because, like, I was like, oh, I have to actually beat the last boss in, like, the first game in order to play, like, the second game. But that last boss is really friggin' hard, dude. It's really fucking hard. I think I should just start, like, Part 2. Because, like, actually, let me check. What other games are on here? Sonic DX, Fishing, Crazy Taxi, Knights, and Jet Set Radio. Okay, okay. That might be... okay. You heard moan? What are you talking about? Alright, alright. That's something interesting to look into. Let's see. What time is it right now? Okay, let me have something to drink first. Oh, you like Nights into Dreams? What exactly was that the game that people... was that the one that was, like, popular or the one that was unpopular? No, it must be popular. What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of, it was a Sega game that I think got, like, mixed reviews. It's not... am I thinking of Glover? Glover isn't a Sega game. I might be thinking of Glover. What was it? List of Sega video games. This is probably not going to be helpful. Nights into Dreams. What was it? Oh, Ball in Wonderland. Yeah, I'm thinking of Ball in Wonderland. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, everyone... it was Ball in Wonderland that nobody liked. Ball in Wonderland. Yeah, I remember people not liking that one. That one... yeah. I probably won't play that one then. Oh my goodness. I think I'm probably gonna have to go pretty soon, so I think I might end the stream here because we do have to... what time is it? Yeah, we're probably gonna leave pretty soon, so I think I'm gonna end stream. Before I do, I need to tell you guys what's gonna be going on the next couple days. Oh, it was made by Sonic's creator. Wait, the guy who's in jail. Wait, is that the guy who went to jail, Yuji Naka? That's so funny if true. Funny if true. Okay, so tomorrow, so on the schedule, I actually changed the schedule. Like I said, I'm going to be upstate. I don't know what time I'm going to be Wait, Germa is streaming right now. Okay, I have to end stream. Dolly and Germa are streaming. I'm gonna watch these two. Anyway, tomorrow I will be streaming. I don't know what time. It could be late at night. It could also be at the same time as today. But there's not going to be any TF2 this weekend. So I'm going to send you guys to Dolly if you want to do TF2. Yeah, I will be streaming hopefully tomorrow and Sunday as well. I mean, wait, no, today is Saturday. Yeah, Sunday and possibly Monday. Wait, yeah, today is Saturday. I'm so confused. Okay. Anyway, but like I said, just keep an eye on the Discord, keep an eye on Twitter, and I'll let you guys know when and what I'm planning on streaming. I still got to figure some stuff out, but yeah, that's going to do it for me today. Let me switch over to the ending stream here. Where is it? There it is. Oh, this is not the right screen. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to send you guys over to Dolly, who is playing Team Fortress 2. And I think she's also leaving she's going back to the UK this weekend as well, so be sure to say hello to her. But yeah, before I go, I just want to say I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. A little carbonation, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!